Ebusia for some TV cinema obibia akwaba. Ebusia best so nya subscribe ya modern so be subscribe wa like na wa share video no e de amaye na ebusia we de yekọ ensamo abeto ye puno so no ende eso ebusia Professor J Naana okuku agemaye enchae ana yenya news bi se wato na nanom ewo ense do ebusia ho asem e ba bebre ewo my Ghana mo de Ghana fo bia e kire na dwe na no ana prophet bi aba montene e de ensem bi abetu gya se Professor J Naana okuku agemaye onwuye otiase chese ensem wekosi nyina se wewu a manfo bebre de ye ekeka ho ensem nyina no nya de se ye nokre Professor J Naana okuku agemaye onwuye otiase na in fact ensem a ekoso ewo NDC amanyeko no prophet no eyade se wakane nyina e de egu ho no mabusia enye senketo chemu a these prophecies no eyade se yekoto aba 2024 okane nyina se J Naana okuku agemaye obenya stroke obetwa hwe ne office ne nyina so eyade se abam esan se Ghana fu ebetie ni a ensem a ekoso wo NDC amanyeko no mu no enye senketo in fact obobo ensem so pa e de egu ho no mu a enye senketo a ochiremu a Julius Debra as chief of staff de ebeto no ewo honom no enye senketo ote honom as chief of staff nanso na obi na ye nadwuma e de ama no in fact prophet no ensem wa pregu wono edisi ekọ na ekotie na membese wadaje ne enko tie prophet ne ensem a ode abeto de eba de mu bia no ye de beto aso.
As I sit here as an oracle of God, meet me at Jose Naana Jane onwe. Yes, because before her sickness I've already prophesied her sickness. And even before the election, I've already prophesied, say, I deal with ever to Mahama. And when it comes to Naana Jane's issue, I've given the prophecy, I've spoken the word, I've sent messages to people, I've told them things that will happen. They took it for granted. And I said, if prayer is not done, this is what is going to happen. I see, and that is why I keep talking about state funeral, state funeral, state funeral. They took it for granted until the woman fell sick, before they start calling me. If you don't believe me, check my prophecies. And if you don't even believe me, check that after my prophecies, whether I've even come to you for anything. I tell you that there are two agendas. In my prophecy, said there will be a stroke. She will faint in the office. Because I deal with you now. Now they make yes, I see it. All right. Now there is an agenda. See, there's an agenda that said the woman will not come back. Now what I saw about Julius Debra is not a good news. It's a bad news. Something bad will happen that will affect his position. He will lose his honor and dignity. An unfortunate event is about to befall this man. In his office, he will be the chief of staff, but another person will be doing his work. And in Chinameka say, Young Kuman prophecy, I still regret from today. Minimum command shan come say, Young Kuma is marked to become the vice. Because that, Emma Enibano, and Mango Foster, that began his plot. I would have said it a long time. Because before her sickness, I've already prophesied her sickness. And even before the election, I've already prophesied, say, I deal with ever to Mahama. Now, I was going into when you were talking and when you were raising this issue, I decided to dive into my archives of prophecy. Then we'll see how the things are unfolding. And you see, Debiameka say, if you hear a prophet speak, don't take it for granted. We are ignorant of the place of the prophets and the place of the fake and people who are just speaking for their stomach. We are ignorant. Now when it comes to the Bible, when the prophets speak, the nation are on their feet. Why? They were not speaking for anything, for coins. Omun kasafo omoyefuno. Omun kasafo sika. Enye dintia. Enye fame. Enye can't no prophesy. Enye security or painting or prophesy. He's prophesying. That is it. That is it. You see, this is the mistake we are doing this time. Let me tell you one of the mistakes we are doing under the sun in our generation. The mistake is that instead of we prophesying in the name of God as an oracle, that when the nation here, leaders, kings, rulers, they have to chase the prophet. They have to be happy that I want to see the prophet. They have to be glad seeing the prophet. We are rather looking for opportunities. That is it.
Politicians.
That is it. That is it. That is it. I feel they don't pay now. That is the error. Because most of the people that are prophesying today, you see, they are doing trial and error. Inti makrama kwa oyana bakutoma no ape bloggers. No ape gofo, no asate say me pese me hu no, me pese me kono ho, me pese me yesi because in the prophecy bakubado. Are you getting me? So you could see that. What about some of us who was prophesying here, prophesy constantly, mentioning figures, mentioning regions, NDC baby, mentioning till maybe somewhere 2021 till the election. Now, at the dying time, at the end, Akabeye 1 month, Akabeye 2 weeks. No, be who said the clouds have gathered. It is about to rain. No abeshan comes the NDC be winning. No praise I want to see my penny. Or no praise I want to be honored. Or no praise as I say NDC be you, you are never the prophet of God. No. Because the prophecy you are giving, you are not giving for the sake of NDC nor MPP. You are not giving for the sake of Mahama nor anybody. You are giving it as God has given to you. Bible says we should give it. Sidi nyame edema yeno. Sani yensu yenye yemfama. So we give as God has given to us. We speak as God has spoken to us. We reveal as God has revealed unto us as prophet. That is what I think people are missing it in such a way. Say they are not seeing the difference between the fake and the genuine. And when it comes to Naana Jane's issue, I've given the prophecy, I've spoken the word, I've sent messages to people, I've told them things that will happen. They took it for granted. And I said, if prayer is not done, this is what is going to happen. I see, and that is why I keep talking about state funeral, state funeral, state funeral. And in that prophecy that I sent to people, in that prophecy I make even before the election, I make say in 2025 there will be a state funeral. How do we avert it? How do we stop it? And you know something about it? They took it for granted until the woman fell sick before they start calling me. Yeah. Yes.